It's Tales of the Cocktail 2014.
I thought it was Tales of the Crypt. I have to change my whole routine now. See?
And we are on the rooftop of Hotel Monteleone. We've been hanging out with our friends from Wilson Daniels. And this is a guy I know really well, William Davis, with Wilson Daniels. Absolutely. We judge the Denver International Spirits Competition together quite a few years in a row.
We do. It's been amazing. It's like we've seen this 360-degree turn. Of course there are no mountains whatsoever in New Orleans, but we're pretty high up. And after a few drams and drafts of a number of cocktails and spirits thus far, we're pretty up there.
Yeah, we're pretty high. If we stretch our feet down, we can almost reach the roof.
It's a mountain of good cocktails and good spirits like this one. Now, Angus MacDonald, you're the founder of the New York Coppersea.
Yes, it's Coppersea Distilling in the Hudson Valley in New York. Yeah. We're a tiny, hyper-local, hyper-traditional craft distillery. We're 9/10 Maverick and 1/10 historian. We're doing our expressions to honor the tradition of distilling in New York. The Coppersea Raw Rye that you're holding is a fairly accurate example of what you would have gotten if you'd walked into a bar in New York State any time in the 1800s, really from about 1760 through about 1880.
1760 through 1880. It was not aged.
If you'd walked into a bar and said whiskey, it may have been in a barrel, but it was in a barrel for 4 days while it went to market. Right. Not long enough to pick up any oak. And that was, the world was too thirsty to waste time with aging. Nobody did that. Aging really came along when rich people started putting barrels down in their basements and setting up private reserves. Mm-hmm. At that point, then the hoi polloi wanted brown liquor. And we are aging some of our products. We're aging a different formulation that's intended for the barrel. One reviewer said of this, I believe that the review ended with heretical thought, this would be wasted on a barrel. It tastes like a slice of rye bread. It smells
really
like
does.
one. If you dip your fingers in them and rub them under your nose like you're crushing a mint leaf, it is a bakery smell.
It is really beautiful.
Right.
Very bakery.
But then there's a lot of anise in it, and we don't even know where the hell that comes from. It's part of the rye spice is an anise note. And then people tend to taste caraway. But what you're actually tasting is the absence of caraway. It's so much rye that you want there to be caraway, and your brain is inserting it, which is always neat.
And what I think is it's not only how much fun it is by itself, but the application of how you can use this spirit in a cocktail.
We were using it.
And that's the key. You talk about the lack of caraway, but there still is a spicy, rye-driven edge.
Well, I'm really proud of you. You've done a great job with these whiskeys. It's exciting to see how this has really progressed. You've only been doing this for how long?
The company has been open and actively producing liquor, I believe, for 2.5 years. But I registered the domain name in 2003, and I learned to distill when I was a teenager. So, it depends on where you say. You've only been doing this for how long? I don't know, all my life.
Well, Angus, great to meet you. Your Tales of the Cocktail. We're happy to be trying your spirits. William, great to see you as always.